Hi friends, I'm Ellie. Welcome back to my channel, or just welcome if you're new here. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me this evening or this morning or this afternoon or whenever you're watching this. It is actually nighttime here for me because it's the only time of the day that I am going to be able to film, it seems. Right now, my son is finally down for the night and Joey is in there, which is kind of like our office, and he's playing video games. So it is the perfect time for me to film a video for you guys. I have been seeing this tag circulating around YouTube and I figured I would join in on the fun. Today we're going to be doing the Never Have I Ever tag, but the plant YouTuber edition. So basically they're just a bunch of plant related questions, and if you guys have never played Never Have I Ever, at least how we used to play it in high school was you would say something that you have never done, and if anybody in the group had done it, then they would put a finger down, because we used to do it with 10 fingers, and whoever put all of their 10 fingers down first because they had done the most things lost the game. But this is a drinking version of that. So if the answer is yes, you have done it to the question, then you are going to take a drink. And this is actually an average size glass of wine. It just looks ridiculously large because I decided to throw in some sparkling water just because I wanted it to be kind of bubbly. I'm kind of lame. It's like a strong wine, and I wanted to enjoy my glass of wine and my time with you guys. And yeah, we're going to start it out by going ahead and taking a sip. So let me take a look. The person that started this tag was a girl with a garden, and there are 20 questions, so 20 chances to take a drink. So my little introduction out of the way. And go ahead and pause the video here. Feel free to grab yourself a drink if you are a planty person or someone who, enjoys plants, then go ahead and play along with me. So let's get into these questions. The very first question is, never have I ever killed a cactus. And I can't drink to this one. I actually have not killed a cactus, thankfully, but to be fair, it's because I only own one. And I'll actually insert a picture. I don't know if I even left myself room here, but I'll try to insert a picture of the cactus that I have, because it's actually, it's so funny. My mom basically chopped off a piece of one of hers and gave it to me. And I left that piece on my windowsill for months and months, and it grew this baby. And then now I have just put it into soil, and I think it's like rooting in there now, but it looks kind of funky because it's just a random piece and then like this huge baby sticking out. So yeah, can't drink to that one. I've never killed a cactus. Next question. Question number 2. Never have I ever taken a plant cutting that was on the ground of a plant nursery. This one, I'm just going to say don't do it, but it was a Walmart. So to be honest, like I don't feel guilty about it, but you should not do that. It is 100% wrong. Yeah, it was like in the very beginning of my Planned Parenthood, and I was like, oh, whatever, like it's on the floor and it's Walmart. Not like they're doing great things, so, but don't do that. Like, especially if you're at a nursery, ask, because those are small businesses and that is how those people are making a living off of selling those plants. So question number 3. Never have I ever spent more than $100 on a plant, and I have not. I've actually never spent that much on a plant, but there is a plant out there. I've actually been really wanting a Thai constellation, which is funny because for the longest time I didn't really get the hype, but I've just been looking at so many pictures of them recently, and now I want one. I've told myself that I would be willing to pay up to like $150 for one, but that's a lot. And it's funny because just a few months back, if you guys watched my video of when I went to Excelsa Gardens rare plant party, they had them for like that price basically. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so much money. But now I'm like, oh, those were really nice plants. They were really beautiful. Okay, so yeah, I have never spent that much on a plant, but I would consider it for a couple plants. So, question number 4, never have I ever bought a plant just because it was trending on Instagram. And honestly, I'm not even like ashamed of that, like at all. Because I will say that the majority of the plants that I find is from Instagram or YouTube, I mean, or like Facebook groups. So I wouldn't say like necessarily just because it's trending, but that's where I find them. So I mean, I guess I could say technically like most of my plants are because of Instagram, even though it's not just because they were popular. So did I drink when I shouldn't have? Whatever, not a big deal. Question number 5. Never have I ever met another plant YouTuber. And I have not. I have not, never. Next question. Never have I ever neglected a plant and purposely let it die a slow death. Yeah, I have. I wouldn't say that it was on purpose though. It's been a couple of plants. Um, like one of my very first calatheas, I don't even know. It's like the most common one, the medallion one. It just took forever to die, okay? And I tried. It's not like I just let it die, but it just took forever to do so. And another one that I was really sad about, actually two that I was really sad about, were two plants that I got at Gabriella Plants, which was another video that I did a while back. And they were actually the two plants that I knew nothing about. I just saw them and I thought they were beautiful and I loved them. And they just didn't like it here in my house, I guess. And they both died. And it took them a while to die. And I honestly held on to like this is going to sound so weird, to like their little dead bodies for a long time because they were like just sitting there and I like didn't want to throw them out because they were so beautiful, but they were definitely dead. So those two weren't on purpose though. But the medallion one, yeah, that one I let die. So did I drink it? I think I did. Oh, I did I? I did. We'll take another one just for good measure, but yeah, so only one. The other two were not on purpose. Number 7, never have I ever purchased a plant and then later regretted buying it. And what plant was it? Yeah, well, definitely that Calathea medallion. Oh, and actually, just recently, I traded away my Calathea orbifolia. So I was actually kind of convincing myself that Calatheas just hate my house, but I do have a couple of Calatheas that are doing well. I think it's just those two. The medallion just did not like it here. I think it probably hated the water, and so did the orbifolia. It just needed more humidity, and I wasn't consistent with putting the humidifier on for it. So it would always, like, it did put out new growth for me, but it was always browning, and I just didn't think it was happy. So I ended up trading it not that long ago for a couple of little rooted Hoya cuttings. Maybe I'll put a picture up here for you guys. Or actually, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I'll put that on the screen as well, because over there I did post a photo of those cuttings. I'm really excited about them. I love them. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, that orbifolia. I regretted buying that just because I knew, or I thought it was probably not going to be that happy in my house, and I bought it anyway just because it was so beautiful, and then it never was happy here. Question number 8. Never have I ever bargained with a plant seller on a sale of a plant. I've never done that, and I don't recommend doing it because they're probably not going to appreciate it very much. I mean, unless it's like, if it's like a plant that's obviously on its last limb or something, they have probably already discounted it. But maybe, I don't know. I don't like it. Question number 9. Never have I ever killed a rare plant. I don't know if those two plants that I purchased were considered the ones that I was just talking to you guys about from Gabriella Plants. It was a discolor, and I can't remember the name of the other one, to be honest. Let me look it up. I'll like skip over me here scrolling through Instagram to find the name of it, but Oh yeah, it was called a parmatum, but it was beautiful. I loved those leaves. They were like velvety. The stems were velvety. It was so cute. And the discolor too. I actually saw these huge baskets of discolors like right before we went on lockdown, basically. And I was so tempted to buy one because I bought mine for probably the same price as one of those super full baskets. They were just so stunning, but I was like, I couldn't live with myself if I killed that giant, beautiful plant. So I ended up leaving that one behind. Okay, so now I got to go back to the questions. So I'll drink to that. I don't really know how rare those were, but those were rare to me. So question number 10. Never have I ever drove over an hour to shop and visit a plant nursery. I've done that several times. So much fun. Highly recommend. Super fun. Especially cannot wait to do that once we're able to go do stuff like that again. It's going to be really fun to go plant shopping. Question number 11. Never have I ever bought a plant that was so large I could barely fit it in my car. Nope. To be honest, I usually like buying smaller plants because I like to watch them grow. I don't know. I feel like a better plant parent watching them grow up rather than buying them already big because then I feel like I kind of cheated. Is that weird? Question number 12. Never have I ever showered with my plants. Oddly enough, I actually, from watching these videos, I was like, man, I really need to start doing that. So I did it today. I brought my calatheas in the shower with me. Not in the shower, but obviously I put them in the bathroom with me while I showered so that they could enjoy the humidity, you know? They deserve it. Question number 13. Never have I ever went on a no plant buy and it was successful. I hate like the double negative here, but what they're saying is that I guess the better way to word it would be, I've never put myself on a successful no buy. And I've actually never put myself on a no buy at all. So since I never have done either, I'm going to go ahead and, yeah. Okay, question 14. Never have I ever gotten a plant for free. I have. My sister gave me plants. Number 15. Never have I ever bought a plant as a gift for someone and then decided to keep it for myself instead. No. I've only bought a plant as a gift really for my sister, and I'm still fostering it for her because obviously I can't go and take it to her. She lives down in Miami and I live a couple of hours away from there. So yeah, I got her a little Scindapsus pictus argalis, whatever, however you pronounce it. But yeah, one day she was here and she saw mine and I was like, oh, if I see one, I'll pick it up for you. And then I ended up seeing one days later and I've been holding on to it for her ever since. But she's going to get that plant eventually. Question number 16. Never have I ever sold a plant online. I have not. I've traded, like I told you guys just recently, but never sold a plant. Number 17, never have I ever deleted a mean or inappropriate comment on YouTube. I don't think I ever have on a plant video. I've never gotten like a mean comment really on a plant video. On old videos, no. And I used to kind of like sass back on some of my old videos every once in a while, which is dumb, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is, but I don't remember deleting any, but if I did, it was probably like way back in the day. Question number 18. Never have I ever bought a plant with the intent of propagating its cuttings for sale. No, never done that. just because for a while there, I didn't really have any success propagating any plants for myself. So it's like, why would I do that? I don't know. But no, if anything now, I would propagate some of my own plants just to give to friends and stuff like that. But I don't see myself really doing that, like buying a plant at a big box store to do that. Nah. Question number 19. Never have I ever went to a big box store run and not gone to the garden center. And actually, I'm actually pretty good about that. I have done that several times where I've been to the big box store and not gone to the garden center, you know. I'm a mom, so I have to go to grocery shopping and stuff like that pretty frequently. So I'm good about that. But right now, I cannot wait to go to a garden center. All right, and wow, I actually drank a good amount of this throughout this video because we're at question number 20 here. Never have I ever met some of my followers in person. Actually, I have. I love running into people. It's like the most fun because I've never had a bad experience running into anyone from, that like watches my videos or that I've met through like Instagram or something like that. Like Holly, my friend Holly, we interact on Instagram now all the time. And yeah, it's fun. I love, meeting people and chatting about our common interests. All right, guys, so you made it to the end of this video with me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for a few hours this evening. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to engage with this video, please. It helps me out a lot, and it helps to make sure that other people get to see this video. So leave a comment down below with some video suggestions or anything that you liked in this video, or if you want to do this tag yourself, then please go ahead and do so and let me know in the comments so that I can check it out as well. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.